Hello, happy Monday. This is Chrysalis Invictus, and I have an oracle reading for you today. So we are pulling from the Sacred World Oracle deck today, and we have 3 piles, just using your intuition. And if you're looking for personal readings to dig a little bit deeper into your situation, yoga and meditation classes, or to contribute to the channel, all of that information is down below. Pile number 1, this is your reading for Monday. So you have Turtle. Okay, so I'm feeling a lot of tension in the belly, a lot of anxiety. There's some kind of confrontation that needs to happen, or that has been in the works, or if not a confrontation, something that is something that's highly emotional, something that has a lot of emotion behind it. So maybe there's even triggering behind it. And I do feel like you've really been protecting yourself from this, but this could come to the surface today. Okay, so this is really coming in strongly as something that is highly emotional. You'd rather not deal with it, but I'm not so sure that you can hold off on this anymore. It seems to be coming to the surface. However, I do see that this is going to nurture something in the future. It may not be as bad as you think. I'm going to take a look at the book to see if there are any additional messages for you. Yeah, and with the turtle, there's almost this feeling of being threatened, but I feel like what you're threatened by is something that's more like in your imagination. You know how we get like that, where it's like, oh no, this or this or this could happen, and it's more rooted in anxiety than maybe the reality. But let's take a look at what the book has to say. So it says the turtle's keywords are stability, the protection of home, and longevity. So those could be themes that are attached to whatever, or maybe the message from the book is your message. So it says, when the turtle card appears, it is a sign that you are organically protected by forces you already possess. It also brings stability to ventures requiring it. Perhaps this is because it carries its home on its back. The long-living turtle represents stability in many cultures around the globe. A Native American story states that the turtle supports the entire world upon its back. As such, the animal serves as a creation deity. In China, the tradition of Feng Shui associates the turtle with the element of water. It is believed that it offers good fortune and support of the family unit. So this could have something to do with your home. Yeah. Other things I would say, avoid too much caffeine today and drink lots of water. I mean, that's probably good advice for every day, but I feel like today especially, that's something to be aware of. And if you can, sing along to some music in your car, or have a bath, or if you're able to, swim in a lake. Cleansing by water is going to be really important for you today. So maybe after the discussion or confrontation or whatever happens, using water to cleanse and purify yourself afterward. Although I don't think it's going to be as bad as as maybe it's been built up in your head. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Pile number 1. Thank you so much for joining. Check out the information in the description box below, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So you have the Bull. Okay, something slipped through the cracks. And you're going to be discovering that today. So there's some sort of like T that wasn't crossed or I that wasn't dotted. There's some sort of detail that's coming in for me, or for you, that is left kind of unfinished. I'm also getting that today could be a day of feeling very heavy. So try not to eat too much and drink light things, and work to balance your solar plexus chakra and stay rooted, but it just feels really heavy. Okay, so anything you can do to lighten that. So if there are ways that like certain active yoga practices or breath practices might help to lift this. I'm also feeling a heaviness in the heart space. So keeping the heart space open, keeping yourself feeling safe. There's definitely a need for the feeling of stability, and whatever misstep there was or whatever this was, try not to allow it to rock your sense of stability. Okay, there's still things that you there's more outcomes than what you can see right now. Okay, I'm going to check the book for any additional messages. That's just the channeled portion. Okay, so number 9. And in this deck, it represents intent, sacrifice for the greater good, virility, and goals. The bull card invites you to consider your goals and how best to reach them. The bull was worshipped in ancient cultures, especially in the Mesopotamian and Hellenistic worlds. Sacrificial bulls were an important part of their rituals and focused their intentions for the future. Through these rituals, it was believed that the strength of the bull was transmitted to the participants. In Crete, the myth of the Minotaur, a bull-headed monster who lived in the center of a labyrinth, required an annual sacrifice of 7 maidens and 7 youths. More happily, the bull suggests the new start of spring through the astrological constellation of Taurus. Okay, so there is some kind of hiccup on the way to a goal that you have set for yourself, and this is really what this is talking about. Just remember, it's a hiccup, so it doesn't mean that everything is derailed. Stay true to yourself. Don't let your I can feel that there's a bit of a fragile ego thing happening here. So see if you can just kind of take a deep breath and stay grounded and rooted in your whole self. So not just the self that is tied up in this venture. Okay, you haven't failed yet, is the message that's coming through. So these are things to just keep in mind if something does come up. Keep in mind these energies can be working through in the next couple of days. So this is whatever this is temporary, so long as you stay, you don't make any impulsive decisions. All right. So that's what I have for you. Check the description box below for additional information about my services, and we'll see you soon. Pile number 3, you have the Spider. So I'm hearing that this has to do with close personal business or close relatives or people that are connected to you by invisible lines. People that have sort of invisible cords. Someone might be dinging on one of those cords. Someone that you may not want them to. So this may be someone where it's bringing your awareness to the fact that you are still connected to them, and maybe that you might need to cut that cord or sever that tie. For others of you, you will be very tuned into the needs of the people that are within your web. So that was a message for some people, that it's someone that you don't want to be connected to you. For others of you, it is definitely going to be a day where you are going to have strong inklings. So if you are a parent, you are going to be very much connected to what your child is in need of, or your partner, or your friend, whoever is part of your energetic web. You will be very, very aware of them, and it may come in as feelings in the gut. Today is a lot to do with the gut from the other messages that I've gotten as well. There's a lot to do with the stomach. So eating fresh fruits is also going to heighten this sensibility for you. But I definitely try not to eat anything heavy and stay well hydrated. Okay, and practice. If you are doing a movement practice for grounding. A breath practice wouldn't hurt either, just to kind of stay stable so you don't kind of like float away. But I do feel like there isn't too much danger of that, because I feel like this web that connects you really keeps you rooted in its own sort of way. Lots of messages coming in for you today with this spider. This may also be a good time to write down communications, apply for things. So this could be some respite in the Mercury retrograde for you specifically, that this would be a good time to reach out. Okay, so let's take a look at what the book has to say about spider. It says, the keywords are greater connections, the web which ties us all together, and communications. When the spider card appears, look for ways to build connections. Helpful communications are especially favored at this time. The spider is hailed around the world for its miraculous ability to weave webs. As such, it serves as a symbol of that which ties us together as a whole in the universe. Among the Pueblo Indians, I don't know if I'm saying that right, I apologize. The spider is honored in the form of a powerful deity known as Spider Woman. Spider Woman was believed to have created the world through her spinning. In West Africa, numerous tales are told about Anansi, the spider, a trickster figure who ultimately benefits mankind despite his antics. Today, the spider's web has gained a new connotation with the creation of the World Wide Web, which serves to connect all of humanity through almost instantaneous communication. Okay, so there may be some keywords or ideas that were communicated there. But ultimately, I do feel like this is a really excellent time to tune into the connections you've already made, and people that you already know, or to become aware of connections that maybe you don't want to have there anymore. Okay? So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. Please check out the description box below for my offerings or to contribute to the channel. And we'll see you tomorrow.